PP Translate. Think about how often PowerPoint presentations are used, whether it's students working on class projects, professors teaching lectures, or businesses presenting ideas across different countries. Now imagine needing to share that same presentation with people who don't speak the same language. Right now, translating PowerPoint slides is a frustrating and time consuming process. You either have to manually rewrite every slide, copy and paste content in the translation tools, or risk losing important formatting like layouts, fonts, and design. Not only is that inefficient, but it also creates inconsistency and errors. This is the problem we have set out to solve. Introducing PP Translate, a web based application designed to automatically translate PowerPoint presentations while preserving their original design, structure, and formatting. Our system allows users to upload a PowerPoint file, select their desired language, and receive a fully translated version in just seconds. What makes PP Translate different is that it doesn't just translate text, it intelligently attracts slide content, processes it using AI powered translation services, and reconstructs its presentation while maintaining the original look and feel. This makes it especially useful for students collaborating across languages, educators sharing material with diverse classrooms, and businesses presenting to global audiences. In this demo, we'll walk you through how PP Translate works, from uploading a file to selecting languages to generating a translated presentation, and show how it simplifies what used to be a complex and time consuming task. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Chen, and I'll be demoing our project in use from a user's perspective. Here you can see our main dashboard that we built with a clean aesthetic in mind to make the user experience as streamlined and simple as possible. Keeping in line with our desire to keep the process simple and intuitive, we offer a few different ways to upload a PowerPoint file. The first way is obviously to select from your device and choose your PowerPoint. Or you could even already have your files up and drag them in. Or you can simply just click on the file zone and select your file. Once you've uploaded your file, you're able to choose from a variety of different languages to have your outputted PowerPoint translated to. Once you're ready, all you have to do is hit the translate and download button, and our real-time progress bar will show up. And here you can see that we have the translated file. However, this file is relatively small at only 1.5 megabytes, so you can barely see our progress tracker. To showcase our progress bar better, and to show the efficiency of our project, I'd like to upload a much larger PowerPoint at 54 megabytes. Here you can see that we process in batches, and this allows us to process through the entire PowerPoint a lot quicker than going word for word. And here you can see it also saved at a relatively quick time. Here I've pulled up both the original and the translated file for comparison. To begin, I'd like to show off the basic functionality of our project. Here you can see that we have some basic plain text paragraphs that are easily translatable, but we're also able to keep the styling of the text as well. Here you can see we have a fully bolded and italicized paragraph that also translates over here as well. We have colored text that maintains its color, and when there's a mix of different stylings, they also apply perfectly across both PowerPoints. Also, if you can see down here, speaker notes are also able to be translated as well. Here, I have an example of nested grouping, where we have text within a shape or a group, and through a recursive algorithm in our code, we're able to drill into subgroups until we can find text to extract and process for translation. We also implemented regex, or regular expression, in order to filter out certain things that should not be translated, such as email addresses and URL links. So you can see that although it still translates to regular text here, that my email is still the same. Same thing for this YouTube link, as well as a URL that contains common words that would normally be translated. Because our project was developed with global or multicultural businesses and education in mind, we wanted to ensure that contextual sayings and different idioms would somehow retain their meaning through translation without being translated literally word for word, which we were able to achieve through our translation service API DeepL, which uses neural machine translations to preserve meaning and context as accurately as possible. To show that our English to Spanish translation still preserves the context, I'd like to retranslate them back to English to ensure that the context stays. So here, it's written cats and dogs. The equivalent in Spanish would be this, which again means that it's pouring, which is what we mean in English when we say it's raining cats and dogs. We also have the phrase break a leg, which retranslates back to you can do it, good luck. And saying something along the lines of I only bathe the dog once in a blue moon. I only bathe the dog occasionally. So you can see clearly that the context is still preserved when we translate from English to Spanish or any other language. I also wanted to demonstrate all of these different functionalities in one slide to ensure that they work. So we have multi-style text that translates over. We have a shape within a shape with text inside. And then we have, again, text filtering and idiom translations, which you can see here. The phrase, there's no use crying over spilt milk, translates to, I guess there's no use in lamenting what's already done. The meaning still being the same between both. Currently, our biggest hurdle, and something that we wish to implement in the future, is OCR technology, so that we're able to translate text that is baked into images, which we can't detect with algorithms at the moment. As you can see here, these are both images that we're not able to translate.
Is the core backend logic for our PowerPoint translation system and is built mainly using Python. At a high level, the code follows a pipeline approach. It extracts text from a PowerPoint file, translates it, and then applies the translated text back into the file. Starting with the tech stack, we use Python as the main language because it has strong support for file processing and APIs to work with PowerPoint files. We use the Python PowerPoint library, which allows us to read slides, access shapes, and modify text programmatically. For translation, we integrated the DeepL API, which provides high-quality language translation. So the code sends the text to the DeepL and in batches, which improves performance instead of translating one piece at a time. We also use Flask as the backend framework. Flask handles things like receiving, uploading PowerPoint files, and running translation process, as well as returning the final translated file to the user. Inside the code, there are several helper functions that make the system work more efficiently. For example, there are functions that locate shapes in a slide using unique IDs, which ensures that the translated text are placed back in the exact correct position. Another important part of the code is text filtering. We use regular expressions to detect patterns like emails, URLs, and names. This allows the system to skip translating content that shouldn't change. The code also uses batching logic, which groups text into chunks before sending it to the translation API. This improves the speed and reduces the number of API calls. When applying translation, the code handles multiple types of content, including regular text boxes, table cells, and slide notes. It uses indexing and mapping techniques to match each piece of translated text back to its original location. So overall, the combination of Python, Flask, Python, PowerPoint, and DeepL API and a regular expression allows the system to efficiently process PowerPoint files, translate their content, and reconstruct them without breaking their original structure.